We all know that studying can be an overwhelming or stressful experience, especially when you don't have a lot of time or you don't know what to start with. But with the right techniques, you can make the most of your study sessions and boost your academic performance. That's why in this video, we're going to explore 4 highly effective study techniques that you can easily implement and replicate to improve your learning process. And before we dive in, let us know in the comments your unique learning struggles, whether that's difficulty with focusing or finding the right learning strategy, so we can dive into these topics in future videos. Now, without further ado, let's dive right in to the 4 effective study techniques. The Feynman Technique is named after Nobel Prize-winning physicist Richard Feynman, who believed that if you couldn't explain something in simple terms, you didn't understand it well enough. This technique involves breaking down complex concepts into simpler ones and explaining them in your own words. And here's how it works. So first, you would write down a topic you want to study. Then, write down everything you know about the topic in simple terms and try to explain it as if you're teaching it to someone. And lastly, identify your knowledge gaps and correct them with additional research. Also, creating a presentation on the topic you're studying can help you organize your thoughts and reinforce your understanding of the material. It will also force you to condense and simplify the information, which can aid in retention. And that's where Prezi can help you. While you can also start with a blank page, you can choose a pre-designed template and fill in the information, connecting one topic to another. Visualizing your information like so will help you memorize it. Discover these and many other Prezi templates in our template gallery that you can access from the links in the description box below. All in all, by using the Feynman technique, you can improve your understanding of complex concepts and identify areas where you need to improve. You can present your Prezi presentation to close friends or family and see what their reactions are and how well they understand the topic. This will immensely help you in learning the subject yourself. Moving into our next method, color-coded notes. Taking notes is an essential part of studying, but have you ever considered using color-coded notes? Color coding involves using different colors to highlight or emphasize important information in your notes. This can help you organize information and make it easier to remember. If you plan on using this technique, here are some tips. When you write down key points, use the color red, as it's often associated with urgency, importance, and critical, which makes it important for highlighting crucial details in your notes. For highlighting important info, use the color yellow, as it's great for drawing attention to key points and making them stand out on the page. Yellow is also a color that's easy on the eyes and doesn't cause visual fatigue or strain, which makes it a great choice for extended periods of reading or studying. By assigning specific colors to different subjects or themes, you can quickly and easily identify related information and improve the overall structure of your notes. For example, you might use blue to represent historical events, green to represent scientific concepts, and purple to represent literary analysis. By using these colors consistently throughout your notes, you can create a visual hierarchy that makes it easier to locate and understanding information at a glance. While color coding can be a highly effective tool to organize information, it's important to avoid coloring everything on the page. Instead, focus on identifying the key points or critical information that will be most useful for your studying and highlight those in a color that stands out. Mind mapping is another highly powerful technique of visually organizing information that improves understanding of hierarchy and relationships between concepts. So by arranging your information in a non-linear and creative manner, you can identify relationships between different ideas, which will make it easier to recall them. If you want to get started with mind mapping, here are the first few steps you need to take. First, write down your main topic in the center of a blank page. Then, draw branches off the main topic for related subtopics. You can connect your main ideas or chapters this way. After, add some more branches for details, examples, and supporting information. And lastly, use colors, symbols, and images to make your mind map much more visually appealing. And you don't even need to use a pen and paper to design a mind map. Instead, you can select a Prezi Present template and build your mind map right here, just like this example. The final effective method for studying, the Lightner System. The Lightner System is also a popular and effective learning system where flashcards are arranged in boxes according to the learner's mastery of the content. This means that you're creating a series of flashcards with each card containing a piece of information that needs to be memorized. And here's how it works. To use this system, you can start by creating a set of flashcards with information that you want to learn. Each of these cards is placed in box 1, which is the first box of the system. When reviewing the flashcards, you look at the information on each card and try to recall the answer. If you get the answer right, you move the card to the next box. Repeat the process and move it further. If at some point you get the answer wrong, you move the card down a box to repeat it sooner, or you leave it in the current box. The boxes in the Lightner system represent different levels of knowledge, with box 1 containing all the newly created flashcards, and the other boxes containing cards that you've successfully remembered. As you progress, you're going to notice that you need to review the cards in the first box more frequently than those in the later boxes, as the Lightner system utilizes spaced repetition to optimize your learning. By using the Lightner system, you can focus on the information you need to learn and review it at the right intervals to help you remember it more effectively. So there you have it, 4 effective study techniques that can help you learn better and retain more information. The Feynman Technique, Color-Coded Notes, Mind Mapping, and the Lightner System. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to studying, so experiment with these techniques and find out what works best for you. If you enjoyed watching and learning about these techniques, give this video a like and share it with someone who you think will benefit from what we discussed. I'm Neva from Prezi's marketing team, and I wish you productive and effective study sessions using these techniques. Have fun and see you next time. Bye!